Al, good morning here. Whatever it is there, welcome to the program. That's for sure. Timcast, IRL, Will of the People. I didn't even know. I didn't. Had no clue. And the other day, checked out that one tune and actually pretty impressed that he's out there doing something like this. With everything that with Tim, is involved in. Shit, it's very cool. And I thought about this because there's a lot of good response from the song the other day, and your typical 2% haters. No, I can't stop yelling. I don't know what you were hearing. I went back and watched the reaction. The car salesman in me. But that's not yelling. If you're sensitive, this is not the show for you. I'm basically flashing lights and loud noises all mixed into one triggering human being, I guess. So, yeah, that being said, no, I can't stop yelling. And then the other thing was someone was like, hey, everyone likes him because he's famous now. The song's not that good. I don't know. From the very beginning, I felt that music is subjective, that takes all kinds, and not everyone should like the same thing. But I thought about it more. Like everyone's being nice to him because he's famous. No, maybe we just want to comment on people that are working towards something we can be proud of and get behind. Maybe trying to build a parallel economy that's not based on some of the stuff that's turning all our stomachs. Like-minded individuals. Not everyone. A lot of people are into some of the crazy crap that's happening out there too. I'm not condemning you for it. I just don't agree. Now, to be fair, we got a couple minutes into this song last night. And it kind of fell apart. And you'll see why here in a minute. Well, for me, the unfortunate truth was it started 5 seconds in when I saw the hammer. I interpret this thing over here as a fist in the cog, but I was like, oh boy, we're starting off right away. Cogs and images of the worker. I mean, that is what it always is. So I was already a little into some stuff here, into some ideas, going, I'm pretty sure I had a gut feeling where we were heading at this, and I was already getting a little uppity. Song itself, it's all right. Just like the other one, it's not my personal listening style. Like I don't hop in the car in the morning to roll to the store and throw on some emo-esque or feely music. But this one I liked instantly more than the first one because I thought, and we'll keep going here, I thought I saw what was brewing.
Face consequences. They held themselves above. This is the will of the people. He said, I wish I could spare them, make them see the path. Tempting as that sounds, I love to pass. I know what's needed for the good of my people, to save them. Out in the
By here, I was already fuming because, it's the core of a collateral damage, blowback, and the reoccurring cycle of oppression, rebellion, oppression. Hell, you ever see all three Matrixes? They deal with this idea in there. Constantly going back and forth. The idea, the hopefulness is you're the rebel. The I'm being oppressed under the boot of my, oppressor. Yes, that didn't write itself very well. And then just switching back and forth. What do you got lately? More oppression. Instead of everyone saying, let's break from this cycle. But, I don't know. I don't think that's something we want to do. I honestly sometimes think the cycles are what keep us going. And I don't know. Thank goodness everything I say is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know my ass from a hole in the ground.
dark without warning, he raised his fist above, let it cry to his people, to tear those statues down. Now they'll face the consequences.
And then I didn't get no farther than here. So this is as far as I was able to get into the song, because of current news items, and I ended up getting really confused, but I'm going to let that question go to the end because it turns out I have a question that makes me uppity. Yeah, sure. Triggering happens on all sides of the discussion. That's true. All I see here is images of destroying the last person's history so you can attempt to rewrite history and make us forget that we know any history. And I'm saying that from a generalization perspective. I don't believe the images outside of red and blue, if you're easy, if that somehow is the meaning you need. I just see it as opposing ideologies. That's the easiest way to make the video make sense to me, is, the constant struggle between opposing ideologies.
They held themselves above. This is the will of the people. He said, I wish I could spare them, make them see the path. Tempting as that sounds, I love to pass. I know what's needed for the good of my people, to save them.
Speaking of the will of the people, does anybody remember the Instagrammers who went and took their wedding photos in front of burning buildings? The biggest problem I have here is this imagery is a little too current. And there's too many live action role players out there who are joining this. And I was a couple years old. I can't imagine what the blowback, the consequences of letting one ideology get free reign within the media and society and calling one side okay and the other side completely demonized. I can't imagine the blowback coming from that. But being it's already here all over the place. We'll be able to watch it together because it's happening. I was saying for years that they're going to mint the most conservative generation the country's seen. I don't know. I have no clue. Everything I'm saying is just for fun. This is an entertainment program. You'd have to go to a political punditry to find out maybe someone else. I'm just sharing some opinions that are 100% my own and maybe wrong. But that's what this all makes me think of, for sure.
I know what's needed for the good of my people to stay there. Drop your arms and march for them. Turn against the wall and bow your head. Speak your last words, let them be said.
Here, I'll clarify right now. As long as you don't harm anybody, I don't care what you do with your time. So if you have to talk about oppression coming out of this last 11 minutes, you're mistaken. I really don't care. I think we all have to be able to exist and have different ideas. Yours can be wrong. You get to have them. Mine can be wrong. I get to have them. We're never going to see eye to eye. We certainly can't worry about getting rid of one of the two ideological viewpoints for the betterment of everyone. That's ridiculous. And then, that's evil that thinks that way. So there, I side on doing no harm, doing no global control system. That's harm. So, I mean, it gets very confusing. So, you want to go do weird stuff privately in your bedroom, cool, you do you. I don't have to like it. I don't have to accept it. I just can't insult you or make fun of you for it. That's the compromise you get. I certainly get to think that it's gross and nasty in my head. That's 100% permissible, and I think that's the problem. A lot of folks out there, I think, believe they can control what's in other people's heads. Well, you'd have to get rid of all the sickness and immorality in everyone's heads first. Because the idea that you're going to project shit onto morally sound decisions, but then look away from immoral decisions, you'd have to learn morality first. It's not some gray area that you get to dance around in because you're comfortable, shaking your junk in front of children. No. There are lines. And those lines have been crossed, so you're going to create tons of blowback. That's just how it works. And red versus blue here. Pretty good example of what I'm bitching about. The only difference is they were soldiers, now they're comrades. Yeah. The repeating cycle of the violent nature of man. I'm going with that one and finishing the song up. you created a third group by the end here. Light green. I'll smoke to that one. Yeah, there you go. Just keep creating splinter groups pissed off at each other. That's a good way to unify a planet. You'll really get global governance this way. It's going to be smooth as silk, the transition, I'm sure. Yeah, no. Oh, that's so fantastic, that idea right there. That is, yeah, already harped so much. Oh, yeah, I'll really actually like this one a lot. I think there's, yeah, no, I think this story's been told. I think this is a decent telling of the same story.
Think again.
So cold. Yep. Very good. Tim Pool. Damn. I would have just never guessed. Great ideas in the video. Horrible ideas. But not new. So hopefully someone won't take an insult to that. I guess that iconography right there is ingrained into the public consciousness, I would believe. Just keep in mind that only right now one side's ideological fight is allowed to be, I'm a protester, and everyone else is a rebel. Well, this is a perfect example. Boom! Next thing you know, you're the rebel. This is the oppressed. Fuck all that. I had a side conversation on this. You want it all to end? Just fucking say no. Excuse me. But just say no. Be done with it. Everybody, just the silent, compliant, want it all to go away. It is not going to go away till you start saying something. I'm sorry, I don't believe this. These are the incredibly misaligned mobs that will carry out the immoral will or inappropriate orders. It's just a repeating cycle. And then I personally believe, of course, for entertainment purposes only, that the majority of people would want to break free from these cycles. They're really concerned with taking care of their loved ones, their family, doing no harm, and surviving. I think that's been the reoccurring theme through almost all of history. And I want to do nothing and gimme, and burn it all down. That's all new. And I think it's going to have harsh consequences. But what do I know? Nothing. Your takeaway shouldn't be, I have any idea. I don't. Just observing as we go along. Timcast IRL, Will of the People. Oof, I liked it. I really did. I thought that was cool. Take care. Be back as soon as possible.